Guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I thought it was relevant to keep my dressing gown on because it looks like, well, they've got clouds on them. So it reminded me of the hand of the divine offering. It was like, oh, it's just amusing, okay? So we've got my arm. We normally have my arm, but my arm of my dressing gown. Let's pull some cards. We're going to use the Ancient Italian Tarot. Are we recording? 27 seconds in. We are. The birds have been chirpy outside the window. Um, I'm not sure if they're going to chirp up again, but I have heard them. Now, I feel like pulling some cards for you. 8 cards, I believe. Let's pull 8 cards. And then before I read the cards, I'm going to read a story from Chicken Soup for the Soul. And just see, you can see whether or not it comes in with the images, the pictures. Okay, the cards have got extremely heavy now. I've already been playing with these cards this morning and they've been quite light, so come on, let's chirp up a bit again. You're all chirpy. Queen of Wands, Queen of Passion, Ace of Swords. Now this will be the hand from the divine. Okay. Normally a hand that's coming out of the sky or out of the clouds. I'm not too sure when it comes to the Ace of Wands. But here's the arm. Now this is a card of resurrection. I said before I read the cards, I'm just telling you what the meanings are. Queen of Wands, Queen of Passion, the Sword of Resurrection, the Ace of Sword, the Ace of Sword, Ace of Swords. The Five of Cups, emotional loss. The Eight of Pentacles, putting your head down and working on your craft. The Fool card, he takes that leap of faith for that new beginning. We've got the Page of Wands here. Okay, someone who's feeling passionate, not knowing what to do with it though. Okay, Ten of Swords is you're laying on the floor with all swords in your back. You can't return. So basically the Fool will be taking a leap in a new direction. Okay, you're not allowed to go back to what was once was. This is a card of returning. Okay, returning to the past. It's actually memories of love. So there's a block here. Okay, I read the cards, didn't I? I did. Let's read a story from this book. Let's give it a little flick. Chicken Soup from the Soul. I feel like going right here. If I could do it, you can too. That's the name of the it's the name of the chapter. The chapter? I don't know, is it called a chapter? Look, it's a story. Overcoming obstacles. I began life literally with nothing. Given up as an infant by my biological mother, an unmarried young woman from the small town of Moose Jaw in, how do I say this? Saskatchewan, Canada. I was adopted by a poor middle-aged couple, John and Mary Linkletter. Interesting, that surname, Linkletter. My adopted father was one of the warmest men I'd ever known, but he had absolutely no ability as a businessman. A part-time evangelical preacher, He also tried selling insurance, running a small general store, and making shoes, all rather unsuccessfully. Eventually, we found ourselves living in a charity home run by a local church in San Diego. Then Dad, Linkletter, felt called by God to become a full-time preacher, and we had even less money. And what we did have was usually shared with whatever neighbourhood derelict happened to be looking for a meal. I graduated from high school early and hit the road as a hobo at the tender age of 16 with the idea of finding my fortune. One of the first things I found, however, was the wrong end of a pistol. My travelling companion and I were held up by a couple of toughs who found us sleeping in a boxcar. "Put your hands straight out and lie flat," one of the men ordered. "If this match goes out and I hear anything more, I'll shoot." As they searched our pockets and felt around our middles, I wondered if money was all they wanted. I was frightened because I had heard stories of older hobos sexually attacking young boys. Just then the match went out and was hastily relit. We did not move. The thieves found $1.30 on me but missed $10 I had sewn into my coat lining. They also took $2 from my friend Denver Fox. The match went out again, and I could tell by their hesitation that they were undecided about something. As Denver and I lay there, inches apart in the darkness, I heard the hammer of the pistol click back, and a cold chill ran down my back. I knew they were considering killing us. There was little risk for them. The rain hammering down on the outside of the boxcar would drown out any noise. Frozen with terror, I thought of my father and how he would have prayed for me had he known. Suddenly fear left me, and peace and calm returned, as if in response to my own restored self-assurance, they moved back toward us. Then I could feel one of the men push something against my arm. "Here's your 30 cents, he said, "breakfast money." Today, I look back on 45 years as a star of two of the longest running shows in broadcasting history. I can reflect on the success I had as a businessman, author, and lecturer, and I can be proud of my wonderful family life. 58 years with the same wife, 5 children, 7 grandchildren, and 8 grandchildren, 8 great grandchildren. I mention this not to be boastful, but to encourage others who are at the lower rung of the economic ladder. Keep in mind where I started, and remember, if I can do it, you can too. Yes, you can. That was wrote by Art Linkletter. Wow. I'm feeling the energy, obviously, of the divine feminine saying, seeing as she's in the queen of, she's in the queen status, and we have a page here. And it's kind of saying, divine masculine, if I can do it, you can do it too. Okay, so there is this concern, I feel, obviously, around money. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards properly. I want to have a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Tower here. I said I was playing with these cards earlier, and what I discovered was that there's a cannon at the top of the tower, and it's shooting up towards the divine, and I feel as if the masculine has tried to fight the divine, okay, and the divine has hit back. That's what I felt here. So the energy of the masculine trying to fight this. My belly is mumbling. Or growling, I should say. Okay, so divine feminine. If she can do it, you can as well, divine masculine. You've got emotional loss here. So you're sitting in regrets. It's when you're dwelling on the past, you can't seem to get over the events that have happened, and you need to move on past that now. Okay, so this is time for you to focus. I don't feel like focusing on your money though. It's more about focusing on your new beginning. It's this energy of focusing on your craft, but focusing on you being crafty. You're designing a new life here. Okay, so not many possessions. And well, you can see you've got your wand here. Now your wand's got bigger. Okay, and that's because I feel as if you're preparing to take that leap of faith. What direction though? Why are we going towards the Ten of Swords? That can be good because that means that you're walking into the final phase of this. Okay, so there's no going back. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is it's normally returning to somebody from the past. Okay, memories of love. I'm not sure that they're loving memories though that you're leaving behind, because I felt that this was memories of the past and you're suffering from emotional loss here. So something that's hurt you, has really hurt you. Okay. Could be the energy of someone stealing all your money, and then you're not actually having much. They didn't get their hands on all of it, and then they end up giving you a little bit, maybe feeling sorry for you in the end and saying, here. And you're like, cheers. Buy yourself breakfast. Okay. Do you know what I was taken to? Burger King. Have it your way at BK. You've got it. You can make sense of that, guys. Let's go to a postcard from Spirit. I don't know why I'm being taken now to these fast food restaurants. I'm thinking, do Burger King even do a breakfast? Well, if you go to McDonald's, you're going to be loving it. But off to get yourself a nice sausage and egg McMuffin. Okay. You are love. That's a cute little image here. Let's read the message. Dearest Stu, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? We're here to tell you we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are on the earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth, through your efforts, whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so, so loved. Very much the Divine Feminine's energy here, but she's the queen of passion, inspiration. Big message for you today, Divine Masculine. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. I feel like someone likes these messages. I like these messages too, so let me just put the postcards back in their box. I've got some that don't want to go in. There you go. Let's have a look at the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Okay, the card is Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. Okay, let's look at the Eclipse Mermaid. Card number 10, a powerful energy shift. Let's shift these up a bit. Alignment, Lucy. You've pushed them all up. Made them all a bit ski-whiff. Okay, that will do. Card number 10. I'll see if everything's sliding. About the Eclipse Mermaid. The beautiful Eclipse Mermaid floats in the wild Red Sea, watching, feeling a very powerful energy shift taking place. She is bathing in the energy and interacting with the energy, but she is not trying to direct it or force it in a particular direction. She has already prepared and is moving with it, but there is no effort involved. I've just looked up and all I can see is like the Two of Cups here. Okay. Which is the divine masculine, divine feminine's energy. Her eyes reflect the energy of the eclipse, and within her, all that has been hidden will be emerging into the open. What she will become depends on what she has hidden away. Eclipse is a time of great shifts and awakenings, and sometimes unwanted and uninvited change. When an eclipse comes through your life, simply acknowledge that a cosmic event is taking place and it will have a ripple effect throughout your world. Allow what needs to emerge to come out, because during this powerful time, nothing can remain suppressed, hidden, or underneath anymore. The Eclipse Mermaid speaks. This energy shift you are about to experience needs preparation. No effort, no force, but it helps to be ready. Expect amazing dreams, possible clairvoyant experiences, and please do watch addictions, gossip, the internet, the kind of food you eat, and who you spend time with, and how they influence you. These are all very significant when this being comes to visit. This is a magnificent time to start a new health regime, particularly if you are wishing to reduce addictions that are unhealthful. Remember, there's no real avoiding life and the planets and the galaxy's energy shifts. You can work with these eclipses and maximize their amazing power, or you can do nothing and their changes could overwhelm you. The worst choice is to fight the energy and refuse to try something new. What will you choose as your own personal eclipse approaches? So can we go back to this Tower energy here? The worst choice is to fight the energy and refuse to try something new. What will you choose as your own personal eclipse? As your own personal eclipse approaches, and I felt that this was fighting back against the divine, against the energy. Okay. The divination message, a deeply emotional, energetic shift, akin to that of a powerful full moon eclipse, is taking place in your life. So sorry, I don't know why I'm really hesitant with my words and a little bit slow. Yesterday I felt I was speaking really fast. Anyway, okay, this is me today. There could be revelations, scandals, and truths being told too at this time, and you may feel the urge to change what you eat, how you look and dress, how you express yourself, what classes you take, who you hang out with, and what you thought you wanted to do with your life. If you are on the path, your own soul path, everything that takes place will be good and right, even if it is disruptive. If you have not placed your feet on the path, this time may feel more disruptive, tumultuous, and surprising. Any change at this time will bring you closer to who you truly are. It is up to each of us to choose how we move through an eclipse. Only one thing is certain: resistance is futile. Okay. Budging back up this way again. The journey of love. Jeez, I'm singing the song. Let there be love shed among us. Let there be love in our eyes. May now your love reach this nation. Cause us, O Lord, to arise. Give us a fresh understanding of brotherly love that is real. Let there be love shed among us. Let there be love. Ding, 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 ding. Within nothing, there is everything. Card number 2. From a point of stillness, a moment, a complete universe is opening up to you, endlessly expanding. Your every thought and intention sends ripples of consciousness through the universe. What a creative being you are. You are sending consciousness into motion, bringing your creation into being with every inner desire, with every whispered wish. The universe receives your yearning and aspirations with open arms, returning them to you as manifestation in your life. What is truly, what is really in your heart? Open your arms, sigh, speak your heart truth aloud to the loving universe, and receive it as your destiny manifesting now. This oracle brings a message to you. Something that you want is on its way to you. It may seem to be coming out of nowhere, no sign on the horizon to give you hope, yet it is coming to you anyway. It is spiritual law that you cannot be denied, the manifestation of your heart's desire. Trust and remain open to the tide of universal love rushing towards you, swirling within you now. The wind moves gently through trees, quiet water flows, life's song calls softly. It was my singing, wasn't it? Okay, let's go to the Mother Mary, and I think we shall wrap this reading up. Okay, here's the card. It's the card that we had yesterday. Was it yesterday? Well, we've had it recently. Our Lady of Soul birth. I'm only going to read the beginning part of this, and I'm going to get us another card. I think I'm going to get us another card from here. Okay. Maybe we're going to have a Rumi message instead. So let's just read the beginning part of this card. O Lady of Soul Birth, you and I have never been separated, though you may fear it to be so, my beloved one. Yet as you grow, I grow. As you suffer, I suffer. And as you celebrate, I celebrate. When you rage and grieve, so too do I rage and grieve. Your journey upon this planet is held within my loving embrace, and this is my journey too. I am with you always. We cannot be parted. I accept all parts of you and all parts of your journey. There is nothing to hide from me, for I am in your life with you. When you reject parts of yourself, you reject me. When you love yourself, you love me. Love me, dear one. Love yourself, and your radiant soul grows into life, into light upon the earth. Okay, let's go to Rumi then. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Card number 5. That was my belly. My life can be summed up in 3 accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. Rumi. I surge on the uprising wave of love. No gravity can stop me from rising. The moon pulls the tide of life towards her, and my soul, in oneness with all of life, answers her call. A wave of love consumes me, and upwards I fly, flying through water to greet her shining body. Led by my heart, my wits are addled, and my mind becomes a blurry mess. And so I feel instead, feel the truth of her love and the divine reflection she shines back at me from her radiant heart. Greater forces of planetary movements affect us all. We experience day and night through the interplay of the earth, sun and moon. Let's bring this powerful energy shift into play here. I really feel like I want to put this card here. So greater forces of planetary movements affect us all. We experience day and night through the interplay of the earth, sun and moon. This is a profound and obvious effect. The movements of the cosmos affect us deeply, body and soul. Some movements are perhaps less obvious in form, but are just as great, if not more so, in effect upon our spiritual growth and life experiences. You are going through a cycle, or very soon will be, by which you will be moved by forces greater than your own personal will. This is a karmic period, a time during which the movements of greater planetary bodies will have an impact upon the earth and humanity. This is the way of things, greater cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones are not less important, but they do have to bow to the power of the great, in oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. What we always have at our disposal is choice, as how we respond to these affecting movements and cycles. The effect of this karmic cycle now unfolding in your life is to bring you into sweet surrender and awakening into greater love. What a delicious divine destiny. However, even if we sense at one level that a shift has a positive end in store for us, we can encounter resistance and fear, born of the ego, in response to the stirring of spiritual uprising. We may quake in our holy body and wonder if everything is getting out of control and into some disorder. We will be right in our sense of imminent chaos. The disorder, however, is the ego perspective, because its range of vision is too small, too limited to comprehend the greater workings of the planetary systems that move life towards love. This is as it should be. The teacup is not made to hold the ocean, just actually a cup of tea. But if we begin to imagine that the cup of tea is preferable to the ocean simply because it is more containable, how much we miss out on. And how terrifying when we are actually thrown into the ocean and moved by it. Its sheer power, its wild force, and its passionate dance with the Moon Mother might have us fearing that we most certainly will die. Yet the only thing that is dying here and now is your grasp, your attempts at control. Why? Because your heart is more powerful than your fear, and it wants to live in total trust and surrender of the unfoldment of life's genius. It wants to let life happen to it. What a wise intention that is. Why seek to impose a smaller and less interesting story upon life when the great master storyteller is weaving a fantastic tale of great love, great adventure, and sublime spiritual success? No, it is wiser, wilder, and more fun to surf the great wave of consciousness seeking to overtake you now. Dive in, beloved, surge with it. You are being given a gift of grace in this oracle, the promise that you won't drown, and that you will, in fact, be given a glimpse of your own divinity, should you choose to accept whatever will be offered to you. Don't try to swim against the tide of your own life journey. Go with it. The divine is there waiting for you, orchestrating waves upon which you may reach the heavenly shore. Yes, the divine is there, waiting for you, waiting on a picnic blanket of fabric of the heavens, with a sacred feast of earthly bounty just now being unpacked in your honour. Get yourself into that ocean and ride those waves to your sacred date with the divine right now, sweet beloved. Surf's up. This oracle comes with a message for you. Lily's in the background and she's crying upstairs because Jamie and Megan are both out. And, well, she's missing them, I think. Because their bedroom door's open so she can go and lay on the bed. But she's crying for them. Anyway. So, I was just about to say, this oracle comes with a missing for you. A message for you. There are changes happening and they will be out of your control. This is because you are ready for accelerated life change. Rather than paddling, you'll be caught up in a wave and moved farther, faster. Let yourself surge on with the energy of what is happening, leading with your heart and just going with whatever unfolds. This will bring you the best fortune and open you up to the divine destiny that is your birthright this lifetime. Powerful message today, but there's a powerful energy shift that's occurring. Sacred honour and ritual. Placing your hands on your heart, say the following. The grace of life touches my heart and I am courageous. I surge, I rise, I meet the divine beloved in every twist and turn. I journey home on the wave of love and I graciously accept the hand of my divine beloved guiding me now through love, mercy and grace. So be it. Close your eyes and focus on your heart. If you wish, you may like to intend to connect to a feeling of love for your heart, wise guide that it is. And when you feel you are done, you have completed your honouring ritual. And I've completed your reading for today. Okay, guys, have yourself a lovely day. I'll catch up with you soon. Where's my cursor? There it is.
Take care. Much love. Bye for now.